Kay is watching the biggest mover of this day, Yelimi No, out at 17. Third shot.
Yeah, hit it over the green. Really difficult downhill shot that she managed really pretty well.
Earlier this season, Miyu Yamashita, she won a major championship just last month. This is for par, though, at the 12th. Minji Lee is at that 12th, where Yamashita just made bogey. And Minji moves it to 11 under.
Charlie hit a fantastic drive down here on this difficult ninth hole. This is a wedge from 125 and a very inviting pin placement if there ever was one on 9.
And she accepts the invitation, and Charlie will have that to go 12 under.
It sure would. This from 6 feet to stay at 13 under.
Wow.
Missed the fairway, missed the green, managed a par at this tough hole. Well done.
Up to the 14th we go, the par 4, and Gabby Ruffles has a birdie putt. From long range, Gabby to 10 under. You saw she's 70th in the race to the CME Globe, trying to move into the top 60. And now back at the 9th, this is Gino's 3rd.
She got very lucky there with a second shot. I thought it was going in the water all day.
Definitely nice par save there.
This was a moment ago. Bianca Pagdanana, number 136 in the race to the CME Globe, but once again for a 3rd straight year, making a big move in the fall. Bogey-free 64 yesterday to vault into contention. And stays bogey-free today. So that could have been a 6 instead of 4. She's wondering what's so hard about that 9th. Over at the 10th, Lottie Woad, the rookie, having just won her pro debut last month. Yeah, and she is in contention here. Takes her to 10 under.
It's really, really bunched up leaderboard. One of the easiest yesterday with the whole location in the bowl as it was. Saw a lot of really good shots in here yesterday, but today this whole location is exceptionally difficult, very small.
Also trying to work her way up the leaderboard.
We've seen some really low scores all week. Definitely know that they are out there. Yelimi showing everybody what's possible in the first group out on the front 9 today. Nelly with all pars and 2 birdies, coming off a birdie at the 11th and nearly.
Miyu Yamashita, she had a share of the lead earlier, but now trying to avoid a 2nd straight bogey. And does. Really good up and down to the par 4 13th. But Bianca Pagdanana, her teammates at Arizona called her the unicorn. She is so immensely talented, and once again making a late season move to try to keep her card. She's at the 15th.
She talked about how this golf course really suits her eye.
Like you don't have to line them up for birdie.
Don't even have to mark it and clean it.
Nope. So Nelly, again, high standards, but here's another player like Nelly who hasn't won yet in 2025. Celine Boutier, major champ. Go. Yeah, it did go. LA for the French woman. Just a moment ago at the 11th, playing with Lottie Woad, China's Mary Liu.
Powerful player. How about this?
Pretty precise, too. Oh. It almost did go in. That was a tap-in eagle. Kay Cockrell there watching.
Awkward approach to this par 5, trying to go for it in 2, ball below her feet. That was with a hybrid. Had to favor the left side.
That was a tremendous shot from that lie right there. That was not easy.
This wind is moving around ever so slightly. It's kind of gone straight from right to left now.
That landed. I can't believe how quickly that actually stopped right there. I thought that landed in the perfect spot to release all the way down to the hole.
A tap-in eagle. Yeah. That took Mary up to 13 under par. Got her. University of Southern California, Gabby Ruffles. Still looking for her first career win. And she's come close a couple of times. Back at the 10th, Charlie Hull from just off the green.
Opting to putt it. Downhill the whole way. Got to be careful with this.
So Charlie with a big finish yesterday. A couple of
to like that one immediately. Kind of.
No, it didn't.
Went right on her very quickly, Kay.
Gino to increase her lead.
Okay.
All right, so Gino began today 2 back. She's 3 under and bogey free. Here is the 24-year-old who makes her home in the desert of California now, Mary Liu. It's been a good season. Lost her card after last year, went back to Q school. Playing with Yulimi No is the Rookie of the Year leader, Rio Takeda.
15-footer for birdie. Yeah, nice way to finish.
Maybe I should go pick up a long putter myself. Watching Yulimi and Minji. Say sales are going up, Kay.
She knew that immediately. Kind of pulled it, and it moved a little left.
Not going to count.
That's too bad.
At least the CME Globe trying to get a little higher up that list. Miyu Yamashita, or Yamashita, as she prefers it. Unable to get that to fall. The rookie, now a major champion. Some kind of a roll right now. Last few weeks. And again in contention. Walks that one in. And Se Young moves it. Mary Liu can get a share. This for birdie at the 12th. How about this move? So she's 5 under, tied for the lead. Big day from Yulimi No, and Kay Cockrell is with her.
She's absolutely smooth to drive down here. Only has 186 to the pin. This is just a long iron for Charles. This will be on a great line.
Like this course really just sets up to her aggressive play.
Some medal here for Yamashita at the 15th.
Not an easy green to come into with such a long shot.
And maybe the shortest, best player in the world. But in. Wow.
A little bit right to left.
Opened with 63, take the lead on Thursday. As you'd expect. Miyu Yamashita at the 15th. This to get to 13 under. So AIG Women's Open champ.
This will be on a great line.
That hole with that tee moved up and that accessible hole location on the front left. It's playing as one of the easiest holes today. One of the things that's so impressive about Gino is her distance control with her irons.
Straight as you can get. Keep the pace on it.
She has just really been solid with this club all week.
This is one of the 7 rookies to win on the LPGA Tour this year. She and her twin sister Akie have already won. Chisato Iwai moves it to 12 under. She's tied for 6th now.
A couple paces ahead from where Liu hit. That's just a wedge. Good line.
Oh, landed in the perfect spot there, Kay.
Where Charlie Hull and the Europeans retained the cup. Here's Charlie at 13.
A huge uphill lie, just a couple of yards closer than Gino. This has gone sky high.
Everybody that we've seen landed hole high.
Now in contention again. Second at 17 for Miyu Yamashita.
This has been one of the hardest holes of the week. Hole location all the way in the back today. I feel like she thought she might get a little more release coming out of the rough there.
It's a difficult one to read this. The cup is sat a little bit awkwardly. Should just move a little to her left.
Not a lot to it. Sometimes you try and read something into it. Those are some of the hardest putts.
She's coming off a ligament tear in her ankle.
Well above her feet. Makes it tough to get it all the way to the top of that slope where the hole is located today. Fantastic approach. Rare birdie here on the 17th. Just so frustrating when you hit such a fantastic shot into this treacherous 14th hole and not to be able to convert. Not going to get much better look than that. Kind of what we saw coming down the stretch in Boston.
Aline Crowder playing there with Gabby Ruffles and Bianca Pagdananan. This is Aline from behind the 18th. Gaining on it. Yeah. What a way to finish for Aline Crowder. Stanford star. And it's been a really nice bounce-back season after losing her card.
Playing quite a bit of break on this one, Mel. To the left.
Yeah, it is the whole way, Morgan.
Just overread that a little bit. We're working on the way that she reads her putts. Felt like she was playing right to lefters with a little bit too much break and left to righters with not enough break. There was an example there of missing that right to lefter on the high side.
This would get the crowd going if she holds this. Really good looking effort. You kind of just get the sense that she's got the confidence that she can make anything, Mel.
But you still feel like a couple of dozen players have at least a puncher's chance, and one of them is Chisato Iwai, who rolls that one in at the 17th. It feels like you're picking up, well, you really are. You're picking up more than a shot there.
This will just be a wedge for Charlie.
Looks like she's set up quite closed here. It's working out perfectly.
Chance maybe for a two-shot swing. We'll tomorrow and maybe think about making the CME Group Tour Championship. 15, Wanasayan.
123, just a wedge, downhill lie.
That's the best swing she has made.
Third shot from what looked like a bit of a dodgy lie for Yamashita. You had the splash of sand and the divot. All in all, that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, and that type of shot, you want to lift the heel of the club off the ground a little bit so that less of the leading edge. Missed that bridge there. Didn't give it enough. Makes it much easier to read. Missed some for birdie. This would be big for par.
Yeah, well, she's #1 in the world for a reason, isn't she? Not just all the birdies, but She avoids her third bogey.
Can read a little bit too much into this if you want. Just hit it nice and firm.
Oh, that kind of an afternoon, huh?
If anything there, you can tell just pushed it enough.
We're tied. Now, two of the biggest names in the game. Well, this would be quite the up and down from a tough spot. Yamashita for birdie.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to do is to get your distance control out of it.
With a good shot with the gap wedge, she will have a chance to make par. That was from 108 downhill.
And make par the hard way.
Chisato Iwai for a closing birdie. Okay, Chisato got the win in Mexico. This is a much stronger field, but she has put together back-to-back rounds of 66.
Yeah, this is a very delicate one downhill when it gets on the screen. Got to keep the speed up again. I keep saying that, but this rough can dig the club in quite easily.
Ended up working out okay. It looked like she didn't hit it quite the way that she wanted to.
Five birdies and in close. Impervious to trouble the first couple of days. It's found her today. Nelly Korda, second shot, par 5, 18th. Chance for a big finish. And she'll have a decent look at eagle here. To leapfrog a few players, getting a little better.
I feel like making this putt would be really big for Nelly. Really give her a shot. A few 64s this week.
Little work here for Gino. No problem. How about the saves at 15? Now it's 16. She stays tied with Charlie Hull. They're headed to the 17th. You'll hear it from the crowd if it drops. Nelly, a huge finish and a much needed low one on Saturday.
I think she's got to hoist this in the air. Have any chance of it getting close?
Risk going right underneath it.
Oh,
that was
wow.
Pretty well done. You could stand there with a bucket of balls, Mel, and not do much better than that.
She's made a bunch from the bunker in her career.
Really straightforward shot there. Excellent technique.
Yeah, there's the first bogey since her third hole of the week. And the 17 has another victim.
I mean, just where she hit that second shot, that was nearly an impossible up and down. Gave it a really...
Kind of 2 to 6 butters.
No problem. And Charlie Hull has the lead outright for the first time.
Only 182 to the front. She's going to try and muscle something out here up that left-hand side, I would imagine.
Oh, how about this, Mel?
Wow.
That is an exceptional shot there from Charlie Hull. That might be a little bit enticing to her with this back right pin. She'd love to get something in the middle of the green here. Nice high flight on it.
She had really nice balance despite that awkward lie. Is going to take the slope.
Oh, one of the best.
Quite get as much help from the slope as I thought it would.
And this is lightning quick. Big breaking putt again, left to right. Got to be careful with this one.
So she'll bounce back from the bogey at 17 with a birdie. And that's going to be a round of 68 for Gino. Charlie Hall with a closing birdie.